What the hell? Who paused it? Midbis, hand me the remote. You paused it? Why? What can I use a top hat for? Reach inside it? Well, alright. Holy hell!
Hi there, mind having some company?
Sure man, but why this video? This is a contest after all.
Well, I've always been a fan of anti-heroes in games, and I'd like to illustrate my own opinion.
Sweet, let's get this thing started. Well, the results are in. So now, this top 10 is ready. Top 10 anti-heroes in video games. And this time, I brought a friend.
Hey everyone, Rabbidluigi here, and it's time to get this thing underway. Anti-heroes are a strange yet awesome concept in not just movies, but in video games as well. So, from your votes, we present the top 10 greatest anti-heroes in video games.
Once again, remember what an anti-hero is. Pretty much any character whose goals and accomplishments are not truly defined. Even if a character has done more good than evil, that still doesn't classify him as a hero.
Without any more haste,
let's go!
Ratchet, we have company.
You trespass on sacred ground. Now you walk path of death.
But, sir...
Path of death!
In the world of Pokemon, there is a vast supply of characters ranging from good to evil to, oh god! But the most famous character profile is the rival.
Out of all the rivals in the Pokemon series, most of them are strictly malevolent. But it ultimately came down to 3 contestants: Blue, Silver, and N.
With a vote count of 19, the spotted number 10 goes to the very king of Team Plasma, N. Plain and simple, this dude is hardcore. I mean, what other person do you know of that has green hair? Oh.
Right from the beginning, you know this guy's eccentric. The first time you encounter him, he claims that Pokemon have the ability to speak.
Hey, it's the Twipes! They're walking through a stream coming from that wacky building.
Maybe he's not so loony after all.
By the time you meet him in Nimbasa City, he is revealed to be a member of the malevolent Team Plasma. Or, in his case, the King. What's strange is that Ghetsis, his surrogate father, has led him to believe that Team Plasma's main goal is to save all Pokemon, when his true intentions are set on world domination. Douche.
Even though N is thought of as a villain, it's never really clear as to what alignment he's on. Just think about it, he believes in the freedom of Pokemon, yet he supports Team Plasma and attempts to rule Unova from his giant castle thing.
Also, N is the only trainer from a main series Pokemon game that actually managed to catch a legendary Pokemon. Wow. I guess we should use Pokeballs more often.
To sum it all up, N is a misunderstood character. He shows quite a bit of character development throughout Black and White, and overall, he's just an unfortunate pawn of Ghetsis. Truly a unique character in my eyes.
Path of death!
When looking at anti-heroes in video games, it's inevitable that the Metal Gear series will be represented at some point. And that's because there really aren't that many true villains in the series, with only Colonel Volgin being the standout cliché bad guy in the series. This is because so many characters take on the anti-hero role, the best of the bunch with 23 votes being Ocelot.
Ocelot has quite a lot of roles within the Metal Gear series, whether it be a triple agent in Snake Eater, or helping out Liquid Snake in the original Metal Gear Solid. In Metal Gear Solid 3, under the title of Major Ocelot, he triple crosses Russia in an attempt to destroy the notorious Shagahad, and to retrieve the Philosopher's Legacy, which is basically this gigantic pile of cash.
Following the Les Enfants Terribles incident, where the clones of Big Boss were created, Ocelot grew angry at what Commander Zero had done to the Patriots, an organisation that seeks to unify the world by controlling it. and after Zero had effectively pickled Big Boss, Ocelot left in secret so that he could take the Patriots down from the inside. He would later join Liquid Snake at Foxhound so that he could launch an attack on America and the Patriots.
Ocelot's motives are mostly dictated by revenge after Commander Zero manipulated Big Boss and secretly took over America. Because of this, the later roles in his life are dedicated to freeing the world from the Patriot stronghold. Even so, the player is straight up told that Liquid Ocelot in Guns of the Patriots is nothing but a terrorist and pretty much public enemy number one. An interesting character to think about.
The gods of Olympus have abandoned me.
With a total of 31 votes, Kratos is often criticized for being an arrogant and womanizing piece of but it's only when you understand him a bit more that you realize what a great character he really is. Being a Spartan, he was raised to be a warrior, but he grew angry at the gods when his brother Deimos was stolen away from him by Ares.
In his experience of battles, he grew ever more brutal and power-hungry, eventually leading him to seal a pact with Ares, forcing him to spread chaos in Ares' name. However, Ares pulls the ultimate douchebag trick, and tricks Kratos into killing his own wife and child in an attempt to make Kratos the perfect warrior.
So, if you think about it, Kratos is motivated by violent and explosive revenge against the gods. To put it another way, if you lost your family to the actions of some dickhead, wouldn't you completely lose it too?
Yes, Kratos' methods are a bit controversial amongst the gaming world, but there is a solid reason behind it. Does he deserve all this negative reception? No, not at all.
I was trying to make you a great warrior. You succeeded. Fatality. Path of death.
Well, Conker.
That's right. With 34 votes, we have everyone's favorite foul-mouthed alcoholic squirrel, Conker from Conker's Bad Fur Day. Quite a lot from this game makes little sense, and at times, it just seems like a drunken illusion, and playing the role of a player at this point is Conker, a character who just wants to get home after having a few too many and losing his bearings.
His adventures take him to Pooh Land, some weird prehistoric world, a Dracula-inspired level, and even a Saving Private Ryan ripoff. Needless to say, Conker provides a voice of reason throughout.
But Conker is far from a traditional protagonist. Driven by a lust for cash, booze, and, well, women, he's not exactly what you'd call an ideal protagonist, although he is still a hilarious one.
Now this is what I call a platform game.
Combined with the fact that he's a bit of a dick, there are moments where his selfish desires are made crystal clear. Yeah, he's still lovable, but you do get the sense that he's in it for him and him alone. Which I guess makes sense, considering that he's put into a situation that he didn't really want to get into in the first place.
But what really gets Conker credit in this game is the ending. Yeah, there's spoilers on the way, deal with it. Having been in pretty much every movie scenario imaginable, Conker and his girlfriend Berry are hired to rob a bank in a huge but really sweet rip-off of The Matrix. In the end, Berry is gunned down and Conker defeats a xenomorph in space. Yeah, I know, don't ask. That's kind of normal for this game anyway.
Conker is given all the power he could ever ask for, but he isn't happy. Not one bit. And that's just it, isn't it? Under all the coats of humor and insanity, it's the story of one squirrel trying to get home, desperate to get what he wants. While he has everything he wants, he doesn't have the things he truly needs. There was also an alternate ending before Rare cut it out of the final game. It involves Conker committing implied suicide. Just think about that for a second.
Anyway.
Path of death.
Playtime is over, Star Fox.
With a total of 42 votes, the most feared bounty hunter in all of Lylat is coming in for a landing. Seriously guys, thank you for voting for this guy. I really wanted him on here.
Wolf O'Donnell is probably the most badass of all the characters on this list. Originally being a bloodthirsty goon of Andros, Wolf has gone through many different dramatic changes in so few games. It's really astonishing.
Throughout the course of Star Fox 64, Wolf appeared simply for fighting purposes. By that point, this was all we knew about Wolf. He was just a criminal looking to get paid. It's also implied that he has a history of Fox's father, James. This is explained through the prologue and Wolf himself.
You'll be seeing your dad soon, Fox.
10 years after the death of Andros, Wolf still held a grudge against Fox and his team, yet still sharing mutual respect. When the rise of the Aperoids took heed, Wolf changed his actions and assisted Fox rather than killing him, even when he had the chance to do so. That's some top-class respect right there.
After the attack on Corneria City, Wolf seemed to have formed a friendship with Fox for some reason. It's apparent at this moment that Wolf holds a deep respect for Fox and even gives him a wise piece of advice.
Fox, let me give you one piece of advice. Don't hesitate. When the time comes, just act.
When the Star Fox team finally reaches the core of the Aperoid homeworld, Wolf joins the attack and in the end distracts powerful Aperoids that would allow Fox to put an end to this disaster.
He started out as a hired bounty hunter, and through some dangerous bumps along the way, he ended up as a friendly rival to everyone's favorite mercenary pilot. This is the reason why Wolf is such a great anti-hero. He does things driven by his own motives, which are still unclear to this day.
Perhaps more substance to Wolf is yet to be unearthed. We may never know what his true desires are. But until then, we salute you, Mr. O'Donnell.
Don't hesitate. When the time comes, just act.
I'm on it.